speed to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.
There is something about stepping out that reminds you to slow down, not rush, not plan the next thing, just be. This day started as a simple plan. A picnic, a little prep, a change of scenery, something like that. But somewhere between packing and actually getting there, it turned into something more meaningful. As I was heading out, I realized I wasn't chasing a moment. I wasn't trying to escape anything. I was just present. And that doesn't always come easy, believe you me. Lately, life has been doing that thing where you look back and suddenly you see how much has unfolded. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, gently, and almost without permission. Jeez. Things that once felt confusing are starting to make sense. Puzzles I didn't even know how to hold back then are slowly adding up now. Not perfectly, not all at once, but enough to remind me that timing really does matter. It really does. This picnic wasn't about aesthetics. It wasn't about content. It was about pausing long enough to notice that I have come further than I give myself credit for. I have always loved picnics. There's something about being outdoors that softens me, the fresh air, the space, the reminder that life doesn't need to be rushed to be meaningful. And as I sat there, I felt this overwhelming sense of gratitude. Not the loud kind, the quiet one that settles in your chest and makes you exhale a little deeper. I am so grateful for growth. I am grateful for lessons that once hurt, but now feel like wisdom. I am so grateful for moments like these that don't ask for anything other than my presence. This day was also about celebrating my dear brother, and that mattered. Celebrating someone while still figuring your own life out is a beautiful thing. It reminds you that joy doesn't have to wait until something or everything is perfect. That love, family, and shared moments are really worth honoring exactly as they are. Watching him laugh, grow, sharing food, talking about nothing but everything. These are the moments that actually ground us or you. There was a point where I just stopped thinking, not over-analyzing, not replaying old conversations, not worrying about what's next. Just the sound of nature, the feeling of being held by the moment, and I realized how rare that is. We spend so much time either looking ahead or looking back that we forget how powerful the now is. How healing it can be to sit still and let life meet you where you are. I didn't need answers this day. I didn't need clarity on everything. I just needed to feel okay in the moment that I was, and I actually did. There is a version of me from a few years ago who couldn't imagine this kind of peace. Who was constantly anxious, constantly questioning if things would ever work out. If she could actually see this version of me now, sitting on a picnic blanket, breathing easily, smiling without forcing it, I think she would be so proud of me. But not because everything is perfect, but because I am learning to trust the process, to see beauty in the in-between seasons. This picnic reminded me that life doesn't always announce its blessings. Sometimes they show up as ordinary days that feel lighter than expected. And honestly, that's enough. It is enough. So if there's anything this moment taught me, it is that slow down when you can, darling. Celebrate the people you love. Be present when life gives you the chance. Please. Because one day, you will look back and realize these were the moments that actually quietly shaped you into who you are becoming or who you became all along. So, darling, live life. Be present.